Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my Sephora VIB sale haul. I feel like this is the first year that I haven't been like on top of my Sephora content, Sephora game. And I thought a piece of that may have been because I was recently on a trip and I just didn't like plan my content well enough, so I didn't post like a Sephora VIB shop with me. I didn't post a recommendations video. I do have a video that will be coming probably tomorrow that's like reflecting on everything I purchased in 2024 at Sephora, but I just wasn't as like super excited about the sale as I normally am. And I'm really excited about the products that I got, but I didn't do like a massive haul. And a few of the products that I have here are either to give to my daughter completely or like for us to share. I do have some other products that I am like really excited about, but I don't know, it just felt a little bit different this year. I wasn't as excited to shop the sale. And actually I will say, on the day that the sale started, I actually placed my first purchase with Phytosurgeons. It's a brand I've had my eye on for a really long time, and I wanted to spend some of my money supporting a small indie brand. So I ended up purchasing, I think, 3 products. I think I got 2 of their blushes and 1 of the like highlight products. It's not made its way to me yet, but I took that into consideration when I was thinking about everything else that I wanted to buy from Sephora. So I do still have a good amount of products, don't get me wrong, but I'm excited to share them with you. I will leave a link down below in case you're interested in shopping the sale and want to support my channel. It will be an affiliate link, but I'm also not encouraging you to make a purchase that you weren't planning to make or anything like that. I know for me personally, it's always dangerous to watch the Sephora VIB hauls during the Sephora sale because naturally I always end up purchasing more, which I will say I did watch Angie's haul and I ended up purchasing the Fleur Smoke. Oh my gosh, is it Heavy Smoke? The body mist. Just the way that she was describing it, it was reminding me of all the things that I personally love in a fragrance. So that is making its way to me. That's the only other, well, I lied. I did go in store to make I've made 2 purchases, but the in-store purchase, I planned to go in store. It wasn't like I was like, I'm just gonna pop in. So aside from these 2 purchases, the only additional purchase that I made that like wasn't a planned purchase, if you will, was the Fleur body mist. There are still 3 days left of the sale the day that I'm filming this, but I don't see myself making another purchase. I know I do have now the Ulta 20% off, but that's good through the 20th. I again don't know if I'm gonna purchase anything. Anyway, I'm rambling. If you're interested in seeing what I picked up during the Sephora sale, stay tuned. First, if you haven't yet to subscribe to my channel and you like to chit chat about makeup, you like to chit chat about palettes, that's what we do over here. I would also really appreciate it if you leave a comment down below if you like this video and do anything else the YouTube algorithm loves for you to do. And other than that, let's get into the haul. Okay, naturally I did make my online purchase first, so we can talk about that first. And we can start with the purchase that really is more for my daughter. I don't know if I would have purchased these for myself, or I may have, because in the past oh my gosh, 2022 I bought all 3 of the Sol de Janeiro summer releases. 2022 I bought them all. 2023 I bought none. 2024 I bought all 3. Definitely all 3. Right? Yeah. But she's so into Sol de Janeiro now, so who's to say if I would have bought these if she wasn't as excited, but having her be excited made me as a mom very excited to purchase these for her and surprise her. So these are the newest Sol de Janeiro body mists. And I will say I love the packaging of these more than in years past. I like that we kind of have the marbled top. And I will also say the cap on these is like much more sturdy. In the past, I would pick up the mists and the cap, like the product would just fall right out. You definitely don't get that with this. So it is, so the 3 scents are Agua Mystica. I think this one is my favorite. It definitely is like the freshest, most clean scent, if you will. This one says, take the plunge with fresh notes of neroli water, tangerine, and salty skin accord. That's just like right up my alley. Something a little fresh, maybe a little fruity, but mostly like a unisex, just like clean scent is what I love. So I feel like this is what I'm gonna get the most use out of. Zoe's favorite is the pink one. not just because it's pink, also because of the scent. But this is Flora Mystica, and I will say also, I actually really like all three. The green one is definitely the most complex and interesting in my opinion, but Flora Mystica says, feel the fresh kiss of sunlight with dreamy notes of orange blossom, flamingo flower, and golden musk. This one does remind me a bit of 87, which is what I just took with me to Florida. It kind of has that just like summer, I don't want to say coconut scent, but just kind of like warm weather, beach vacation kind of summery scent. So I actually feel like I'll get a lot of use out of this one too. And then we have Danka Mystica, and this one says, Samba into twilight with sparkling notes of purple fig, warm vanilla, and sandalwood. I will say this is definitely the heaviest of the three too. And this is one that if you want like a nighttime body mist, or just like, not like going to bed body mist, but like nighttime, this one definitely is the most complex and is a little bit heavier. This one's very interesting. I think I do like it. I definitely get the fig and the vanilla, and the way that they come together. I'm actually gonna spray this one on me today. I'm just gonna go for it. It's honestly unlike anything I've ever smelled before. It almost smells like a sunscreeny fig, but not in like a chemical sunscreen way. The way that the fig and the vanilla mix together, there is almost like this kind of sunscreen note with it. I don't know, the more I wear this, the more this may become a favorite. It almost smells like you're eating a fig at the beach. Like you just put sunscreen on, then you're like, oh, well, I let my sunscreen sink in before I go into the water. I'm gonna eat a fig. But like you also put on like Fleur Vanilla Skin that day. That's how I would describe this scent. I think it's really interesting and I'm excited about this one. So pick these up. Then my only other non-makeup product, I am not in my hair care era, but also just like want to focus a little bit more on my hair care. Like I feel like my hair is so dry. Part of that is because I just need to get a haircut as well. Like I need to actually go in and get a haircut, not just keep cutting it myself. But I recently was listening to someone talk about how they get out of the shower and then they spray in a leave-in conditioner, which is that how we use a leave-in conditioner? And I just didn't know. It probably most definitely is, but I was like, oh, that like makes so much sense. I feel like my hair outside of the shower, mostly because I do shower at most of the time at night, like I feel like when I like sleep overnight, like I wake up and my hair just feels dry again. It's tangled. It's just what I don't like. So I was like, I am definitely gonna try that. And what perfect time to try a leave-in conditioner when Way just released their leave-in conditioner in the St. Bart scent, because I love the St. Bart scent. Again, it kind of just smells like a tropical vacation. I don't know if there's like a banana note in there, but I swear there is. I love the St. Bart scent. So we'll see what I think about a leave-in conditioner. More to come. If you guys have any recommendations on how you like to use a leave-in conditioner, let me know. Because all I really know how to do is shampoo my hair, condition my hair, you know, spray in a heat protective when I'm using heat on my hair, and use a hair oil. Sometimes I can do a hair mask, but I am no hair wizard, so let a girl know. Okay, then getting into the rest. I'm gonna do lips first because I really, wait, what's this? What's this? Oh, I was like, wait, what? There's so many lip products. I love a lip product, There's so many lip products that I was interested in, and I was like, girl, you bought so many lip products last year. We need to work our way through some of these lip products. We've got to just pick like one or two. So I narrowed it down to two. I will say I desperately want the Fenty lip oil in, oh my gosh, honey buns, something buns, frosted buns. It's like the golden copper. Desperately want that for the summer, but I'm like, I'm gonna force myself to use up one or two products. I have a couple of lip products that are just right on the brink of being done. Once I finish 2 lip products, I'll allow myself to get that. Hopefully I can finish 2 by May. I was like, oh, maybe it could be my birthday present to myself. So I did talk myself out of that. But the 2 lip products that I did buy the new Guessou honey infused lip oil. This one is in, is it glazed plum? Yeah, glazed plum. My daughter did catch me with her watermelon sugar and she was not pleased with me, so had to give that back. But this is what glazed plum looks like. Similar to watermelon sugar, but it is a little bit deeper without being like brown, which honestly I would even like something deeper than this, but I'm really excited about this. It's kind of just like a peachy pink sort of shadow. It has the sparkle running throughout, but with these lip oils you definitely do not feel that grittiness or a texture on your lips, and I just think this is such a comfortable formula. I feel like it gives such an intense shine to the lips. I'm a really big fan of the Gisou lip oils. I also have the cherry one, which I really like. That is going to be like the perfect popsicle lip for the summer. This is my current favorite lip oil formula, at least for me. That is my opinion. I also love the Clarins, but this beats out the Clarins in my opinion. So I talked myself out of not getting all of the new shades, and I just went with glazed plum. And then I absolutely had to get one of the new Makeup Forever, what do they call these, the Super Boost lip glosses. Every single person that I've seen put this on their lips, they look like they have the juiciest, shiniest lips I've ever seen. I again had to talk myself out of getting multiple shades in this, but I did end up going with the shade 6, Wherever Walnut, because that is my favorite lip liner, and it is just like a really beautiful nude shade. I literally cannot wait to use this. And if things go well, potentially I would purchase more shades of these in the future when I work my way through more lip products. There was so many blushes that I was also like, I want to try this and I want to try this and I want to try this, but I did buy one of the Phytosurgeon's blushes, possibly 2 blushes. I think I got 2 blushes from Phytosurgeon. So I was like, girl, we've got to pick one blush from the sale. I actually ended up getting 2. One of them I went in store for, and we'll get to that in a moment. But the one that I ended up going with, I actually went with the Tower 28. Even though this is a matte blush, I was going between this, the Say one, and the Rare Beauty one for the one that I wanted. I went with the Tower 28 because this is the shade I was most interested in. I went with the shade Long Beach Iced Tea, and this probably looks like the most boring shade. Like why would we select this one? But I love a nude blush. There is something about a nude blush with your bronzer, especially in the summer, that is just like, it just gives like it reminds me of, like, I swear it's Gucci, maybe it's Giorgio Armani, like the, oh my gosh, where they're on the ocean. It's like a guy and a girl on the ocean, probably just got done doing very inappropriate things, and they have sand in very inappropriate places, but an old magazine ad. It reminds me of just your sun-kissed skin looking so glowy and so healthy, and like you just did inappropriate things, but it's like, did you actually do inappropriate things, or do you just have the most beautiful skin ever? That's what a nude blush is to me. So that's why I went with this one. I'm excited to try it. I feel like I haven't heard a ton of people, or haven't seen a ton of people put this on their cheeks, but I know there's at least 1 or 2 people that I have, and they had nice things to say about it if you like a nude blush. So we'll see. Okay, I picked up the Bobbi Brown Skin Corrector stick. I've been complaining a lot about the shadows that I have here, or whatever these are, and I've been on the hunt for the most perfect color corrector, skin corrector. I wanted to get the one from Tarte, like the potted one again, but I don't know if that's being discontinued. I feel like that's been out of stock forever everywhere. I do really like the NYX one, but right now I have just straight up pink, and I feel like it's a little bit too light underneath my eyes. I wanted to try the Bobbi Brown one because I feel like I've heard really good things about the Bobbi Brown as well, and I think they just extended their shade range, so I ended up picking up the shade Light Medium Bisque, and I feel like, yeah, I feel like hopefully this will be, I hope it's not too light, but I was hoping it'd be kind of like a salmon, almost like a mix between a peach and a pink. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I completely screwed this up, but I've also had the straight up peach from Bobbi Brown, and it was too dark for me, but I really liked the shade. So I'm excited to have this back in my life and to give this a test. I will come back and share all of my final reviews, thoughts on these products once I've used them for obviously much longer, but that is another product that I picked up. All right, then from Milk Makeup, this has been like something I've been interested in for a while now, since it released last year, but this is the Hydro Grip Glow Primer. I ended up passing on this last year. Then I went in store and swatched it and thought that the shade was really beautiful, but I told myself it's something I really would only use spring summertime, so I forced myself to wait, and then I waited, and we're at the spring summertime, and I am interested in trying this again. We'll see how I feel. I just feel like this is something that maybe I could wear on days that I want to not wear foundation or maybe just a skin tint. I'm hoping that the glow will come through because I do really like to have, you know, glowy skin. I have been hot and cold with the Milk Hydro Grip Primer in the past. It is very gripping. Sometimes I feel like I have to wait a long time before I can go in with my like base products. Otherwise I get like weird things happening. So we'll see. It's been a while since I've used the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. If I like this, maybe I would purchase again. Otherwise, maybe this will just solidify. I can just stick with the NYX forever and be totally fine. So I picked that up. And then, okay, this is something that I didn't know I wanted until I've been in several Ultas that have an Ilia display. And I swatch this every time, and every time I'm like, I feel like I really want this. It's from Ilia. It is the Sunshift Cream Bronzer, and I got the shade Eclipse. It just looks like the most beautiful glowy bronzer. I was thinking about getting the Tower 28 cream bronzer, the glowy one again, because I loved that 2 summers ago, like all over my chest. So I figured if I don't like this one on the face, I can use it that way. But it is, there it is swatched right there. My hands look disgusting because they're peeling because they were burnt. I don't know, that one looks maybe a little bit light. We'll see. I almost went with the next shade up because I was like, oh, when I'm self-tanned in the summer. But I've been just liking a glow on the face regardless. So if I like the formula and I need the next shade up, potentially I would pick that up and then also use this when I'm, you know, not tan or not self-tan. I don't know, we'll see. I just wanted to try it out. It's been a long time since I purchased an Ilia product, and I wanted to get maybe products that I don't have a million other things of. Not saying I don't have other cream bronzers in my collection, but I don't really believe I have any glowy cream bronzers in my collection. So we're gonna try this out. I'm actually really excited about that. And I'm also really excited about the Dior Forever Glow Luminizer. This, I believe, is a new release. I got the shade 3 Pink Halo. I was just kind of looking at the Sephora website and I was like, wait, what is this beautiful Dior highlight? I do like the Dior highlights that I've had in the past. I like that we're going, like, this almost looks like a ski lodge, like a ski jacket, the quilted, like a quilted ski jacket. Anyway, this looks so beautiful. The embossing, everything about this looks so pretty. Like, I don't want to ruin it. But I love a pink highlighter, you guys. There it is swatched right there. That looks so freaking pretty. It does look maybe a little bit icier. Maybe a little bit icier, but I was hoping it had a bit of warmth to it. I don't know. I am, oh, looking at this, I'm so excited to get this on my cheeks, but I'm like, is it gonna be too icy or is it gonna blend in well with my skin? We'll see, we'll find out. I am really, really excited about this. I feel like I haven't been this excited about a highlight in a long time. And then the last product that I got at Sephora, I did pick up the Nars face palette, the Hot Escape Cheek Palette 2. You guys, when I saw these launched, because they just remind me of like a striped beach towel that you would see in like Italy. I don't know, that's where my mind goes. But I had already purchased the shade 1, and I kept being like, at first when these launched, I was like, I'm buying literally all of them because I just thought they would all look so cute together. And then I was like, no girl, you do not need all of them. I love the Nars, I love Nars face palettes. If you are new to my channel, I love the Nars face palettes. So I bought the shade 1 already, and I loved this. I love all 4 shades in this. I feel like I've gotten so much use out of this already, and it hasn't even been in my collection for that long. So, but I was thinking, I'm like, this is definitely more, like these are not the shades that I'm really reaching for in the summer. Maybe this, and well, honestly, maybe just not this blush. I don't know why, I just felt like it wouldn't be something I'd reach for in the summer. So I was like, I feel like I need 2. And I was going back and forth, almost bought it well before the sale. And then I was like, no, let's wait to see if it's at Sephora during the sale, because it had launched on the Nars website well before. And then it was available, and I absolutely had to have it. I will say this like blush topper looks very metallic when swatched. But I am excited for this blush shade. I feel like I don't have anything quite like it. I'm sure I have something similar, but not quite like it. And it looks like a really beautiful like berry, like we're in the thick of summer and we have been out in the oh my gosh, out in the sun all summer long. We're drinking patio drinks and our cheeks are not quite like so burnt, but they have definitely gotten a lot of sun in the summer. Like it just, I don't know, there's something about this that just feels like sensual drinks on a patio, like your cheeks are just, I don't know. I'm so excited to have this though. And the blue and yellow, love these colors. So I did pick that up. And then I did go in store. I wanted to get a red lip liner. So I went in store to get the red lip liner and I was like, okay, if they have the YSL blush in the shade that I'm looking for in store, I will buy it. When I looked online on my app, I couldn't buy it for pickup. It looked like it was out of stock. So I was like, okay, if it happens to be in store, I will buy it. So I did get the Makeup Forever lip liner. I need a red lip liner that's gonna stay on my lips. This is gonna be it for me. This is in the shade 714 Full Red. And then I went over to the YSL blush display, and of course there was one left in the shade Nude Lavalier. This is a Make Me blush, and I was like, it obviously has to be mine. The packaging is honestly like, it's thick, but I'm like, this looks so beautiful. The quilted packaging. So I did end up picking this up. I did swatch this next to my Very Valentino, and the two are similar, but this one is almost a little bit more pinky, and I don't want to say warm toned, but it definitely is not maybe as cool toned as the Very Valentino. I'm very excited about this. I like something glowy on the cheeks. I like something that offers a bit of a sheen, and I'm excited to try this. I feel like I've heard really good things about the YSL blushes, and I feel like I don't have a shade quite like this in my collection. Again, the closest would probably be that Very Valentino blush, but I'm excited to try. And then I was walking up to the register, and I happened to walk by the Laura Mercier display, which normally would never capture my attention, but I forgot that she had just recently launched the bronze color infusions, and I've been talking about just loving something glowy, and I was like, maybe I need this for a glowy bronzer. So I ended up picking up, I think I got the lightest shade, the shade 20 Marisol. I'm hoping that I didn't screw this up, and I don't know that this is gonna work for me like in the midst of the summer when I likely would be looking for a glowier blush. But again, we'll see how I feel about the formula. I have used this once, but it was on a day that I just like really quickly did my makeup, and I honestly feel like I liked it, but like didn't really pay all that much attention. Like I wasn't like nitpicking or like really looking at how much I liked it. Anyway, I still need to keep testing this. This is like the product that ended up in my bag because I did that dangerous thing and went into Sephora, but it was really only one because I knew going in that I was gonna buy this if it was in the store. So this is the final product that I picked up during the Sephora VIB sale. That is everything that I purchased during this spring sale. I would love to know in the comments below if you bought anything or if you skipped the sale. Let a girl know. Other than that, thank you so much for sticking around to watch today's video and for supporting me and my channel as you guys always do. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.